G'day guys, how are we? So in this video, we're actually going to be lowering my car for completely free. Absolutely no money involved. If you guys didn't already know, I own a E46 BMW. It's a lovely car. It's definitely not perfect, but that's kind of part of the fun. So in this video, like I just said, we're going to be slamming it, and I'm pretty damn excited for it. Like, we've just gone and put some new wheels on it. We've spray painted it with rattle cans, which is a really good result actually, and it still looks really good. So now it's time to slam her, and I reckon it's going to look really, really good. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, because we're going to be doing this for free, and I mean absolutely not a cent. So let's get straight into it. Let's go. It's a little bit dodgy. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how the hell am I going to be able to do this for no money, no cost? It is a little bit dodgy, just a teensy bit. So pretty much, just kind of watch. Well, you'll get the gist. So let's go. I still think this is like one of my most favorite things about this house. I can just click a button and the garage runs. I know this is like a normal thing to most people, but not for me. Alright, so I think it's probably pretty smart to start on the back with doing this. So let's go ahead and jack this side up and we'll get straight into it. So let's go. Now that we're all jacked up in the air, time to take the wheel off. Alright, so now that you've got the car completely jacked up and the wheel completely off, first you want to disconnect the shock, and then I will show you what you have to do after that. It does get a little bit dodgy, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but it's all going to be worth it in the end because it's going to look mint. So yeah, let's get straight into it. We got the shock off. Now, this is where one of these bad boys come into play. So we're going to use this jack here, and we're going to jack it from here to pretty much here, so that we can grab that spring out, because we're going to do something special with that spring. That spring there, something special is going to happen to it. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this spring out extremely dodgily. Let's go. There we go. Yeah. So you guys at home do know, so the way that spring is seated in there is by this here, and there's also one at the top looks very similar to that. The spring seats inside of that. So all you have to do is jack it up high enough for it to basically de-seat itself, if that makes sense. Alright, so now that I have gone and got this spring out of the car, what we're actually going to be doing with this is quite special. So what we're doing with it is throwing it away. We don't need it. We're going to run without springs. Let's see how low she sits. I'm pretty excited for this actually. It might be stupid low, it might not be actually that low. I don't really know. I'm imagining it would be pretty damn low since it's a BMW. So if you guys haven't really gathered yet, we're removing all the springs, front and rear, and we're going to see how she sits and attempt to drive it. So, oh dear, maybe attempt to drive it. It might not even be possible. So let's go ahead and put this wheel back on, and then we can see how this side of the back sits. Do the other side, then obviously we have to lower that side as well, and hopefully the car's going to be absolutely dumped, and we'll soon decide if we like those wheels or not. Let's go ahead, chuck them on, and see what it looks like. Alright, the moment of truth. How low will she sit? Come on. Be stupid low for me, come on. Oh, hello. Oh, the fitment though as well. Oh, we're literally sitting on the jack. We can't get the jack out. Whoops. The piece of wood has been acquired. Take two. Come on. Oh, hell yeah. That is literally insane. Look how low it is. Holy hell. And the fitment It's not horrible. Like, I'm not even lying. It's actually not that. No, it's actually horrible. Don't worry. Ignore me. That looks dope. Let's do the other side because I can't wait now. And then we'll do the fronts. Let's go. Alright, so the back looks ridiculous, it's insane. Let's get started on the front. So basically, with the front, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to take the struts out and then do some really dodgy stuff because we don't have spring compressors. Take the springs out and just dump it on the ground. So let's do that. It's quite dodgy, but it's going to look wicked. So after staring at this for a little bit, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually drop the bolt at the top that holds the spring into place through the top hat. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to loosen all 3 bolts at the top so the whole strut falls down, and then the spring should sit reasonably loose in there. I'm just going to cut it straight away with a grinder, and that should be able to make it so it's easy for it to come out. So let's do that. Sweet. Alright, so as you guys can see, we did end up getting the spring off. It didn't really go to plan. I didn't really plan that to happen, but it worked, so I'm not really complaining too much. So let's go ahead and put this back together and then drop the car on the ground and see how low she sits. So let's go. Alright, the moment of truth. How low will the front sit? I'm a bit worried for this part of it because I have a feeling we're not going to be able to turn. But let's send it. How low is it? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, we've bottomed out. Hold up. We need a plank of wood. Attempt 2. How low will she go? Can we get it out? I think we've bottomed out again. You're kidding me. Crap. Attempt 3. Oh, that's wicked. Hell yeah. That right there is insane. Like, it's ridiculous. How cool is that? That looks so good. So I'm not going to waste any more time because it's getting dark quite quickly. So let's go ahead and quickly do the other side and then attempt to drive it. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, the BMW is officially on the ground.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east.
Like, that looks unreal. That is insane. Oh, I actually really like these wheels now. I knew it would change my mind. Well, not really. I thought it might. Now, the hardest part is trying to get it off the wood. So let's go ahead and do that. I have an idea. So I'm going to jack up that side, which makes the back lift up. We're going to steal that piece of wood there, make a little ramp to go down, and then we should be off, fingers crossed, if we don't ruin the side skirts. So, let's go. Let's get this thing off the jacks. This might be a bit of an issue, so let's go. Oh, you had no faith. Alright, so we're going to attempt to get out the driveway. It's extremely low off the ground, and then we're going to try and go around the roundabout. Probably not very well. I mean, it turns. We're going to attempt to go for a drive. We're already hot, so we're going to be careful. Oh dear. All I'm smelling is a lot of rubber. I don't believe we're going to be able to turn that easily. We'll soon find out, eh? When you get stuck in this roundabout. Oh, it's bouncy. Hey, we can turn. We're turning. Just. Yeah. Look at that. It's drivable, mate. That's great. I love that. I mean, she drives.
I'm gonna get out and go up the driveway.
Yeah, alright. You can go up the driveway and watch me get stuck. I love it. Oh yeah. Hey, we didn't ruin anything, so that's good. That's ridiculous.
This didn't like it though.
Hey, the bumper. Oh yeah. That must be when we came up the driveway, was it?
Yes.
That's great. I love it. Look how low it is. That's ridiculous. What the hell? The driver's side is lower than the passenger though. Can you see that? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually in love. It's never getting raised. That is so cool. Did you like the ride, mate?
Bit bumpy.
I'm actually so stoked with it. The front isn't that bad. So I kind of cheated a little bit. The reason why the passenger side looks a little bit higher is because it is. So basically I've left like 1 or 2 coils on this side with the springs, so it's not completely chopped. Sorry, it's not completely springless. So I hoped that maybe I would not ruin some strut towers and all that sort of stuff. So I'm kind of more happy with that side of the car, like here, rather than the other side. So I might actually put a few coils in that side of the car, and then it kind of evens out a little bit. So other than that, the car looks wicked. However, I'm not keeping it like this. Coilovers are gonna go in it. Like, I'm not gonna keep it with no springs. It's stupid. I'll keep it for a little bit, just because it's a little bit of fun, but for the most part, it's not gonna stay like that. I reckon it looks dope, but it's definitely not gonna stay like that. I'm not Zach. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you guys next video. See you then.